process. It's not about duplicating me. It's about duplicating the system. And everybody can't be me. And I learned that now. I used to try to make everybody be just like me. Everybody can't be me. My personality is different from everybody else. But I can always teach the system. That's very teachable. So if you stick to the rules, trust me, you're gonna get wonderful results in your pocket as well as your health. So, like I said, with that being said, I have no complaints. I'm loving life, and life is good, and it's gonna be good for all of you. Trust me. I'm no different from anybody else. So if I know I can do it, you can do it. There you go.
Great job, Reggie. And you know, when Reggie was sending me the pictures, he goes, "Are these pictures okay?" I said, "No, they're making me feel bad." So great job, Reggie, and continue the journey. Looking forward to it.
There you go. Appreciate it.
All right. Do I have Callie on the line?
I'm here. Hello, everyone. My name is Callie from Wisconsin. And the picture on the left was actually, I had my first Herbalife shake 6 years ago this month. So I got introduced to it after college. And really in the last 90 days, I have decided to adopt the 10-step system like Reggie and Jason talked about. Like if you're a coach on the line, you probably learned about it this weekend at the Learn to Earn. So I decided to really start from the beginning. So I got started on a 3-day trial, lost 3 pounds in those 3 days. And since then, I've gone on to lose 8 pounds. I'm down 2% body fat. And I'm just super excited to continue to chase new results. I'm running my second half marathon this coming Sunday. So super excited about that. And then through my results and obviously my excitement about chasing new results, over the past 90 days, I've been able to help 47 people in the marketplace get on their own 3-day trial. 35 of them have then continued to further their results with the Lean and Fit program. And 14 have chosen to decide to become a client member, which I may learn about later in this call. And 2 of them actually are duplicating the system like Reggie talked about. So they're helping now their friends, their family, their coworkers lose weight, feel great, and gain energy. And because of just plugging into a simple system, continuing to get my own results, be excited about it, and talk about it, last month, in all the ways that Herbalife pays us, I earned $7,391.09.
Cal, that's awesome. Great job. And it's motivating to hear that and how much impact you're making, and so proud to see the results. Good job. Thanks for being on the call. And I believe we're going to hear from her in a little bit. All right. Thanks a lot. Well, let's get going. You heard some people and talk about what is it they got on a Lean and Fit. They committed to a Lean and Fit. What is a Lean and Fit? Well, your screen right here shows that for a Lean and Fit is 2 Formula 1s, and you get a large protein drink mix, which is like your milk. Your Formula 1 is like your meal. And then you also get this bottle of Total Control, which Total Control will help curb your appetite, boost your metabolism, and just feel good throughout the day. So this is a Lean and Fit, and a lot of our members, what they do is that they get on a 3-day trial, they commit to a Lean and Fit, and rock out the results that you're hearing Callie, Reggie, and I said about Jenny. That's what she did. She committed to a Lean and Fit, and this is the Lean and Fit right here. So just get back with your coach. If you are on that 3-day trial, and say, I want to commit to the Lean and Fit, and talk about it. So that's the Lean and Fit. And then what we do in Herbalife is that Herbalife is big on core nutrition. We want to really, we want to have good roots when we build this foundation of a house, so to speak, of nutrition. And what that is, number 1, is the world's #1 meal replacement, the Formula 1 shake. You get this shake in your 3-day trial, and it also comes in your Lean and Fit. So what it is a meal replacement. It's 90 calories, and you're going to get protein in there. You're going to get vitamins and minerals. It comes in 6 delicious flavors. Also comes backed by science, what we talked already about, the science back. And then this is you replace 2 meals a day, 1 colorful meal. And if you're on a weight loss plan, generally that's the plan right there. And it starts right here with the meal replacement. We call this the macronutrients, the big stuff, protein, fats, and carbs. And the next piece of the core nutrition are these two products. Number one is the Formula 2 multivitamin complex. We say the Formula 1, the meal replacements, the big macronutrients, protein, fats, and carbs. Well, here's the little stuff. These are the micronutrients. You also get 20 vitamins and minerals in there, so it complements your meal replacement shake. And then thirdly, you get the cell activator, which this just supports the body's absorption of nutrients. Okay, supports the cellular energy production throughout your body. And when you combine the meal replacement, Formula 1, Formula 2 multivitamin, cell activator, we have what you call as a core nutrition, and that's getting your body functioning at a higher level. So just get back with your coach to talk about, I want to learn more about the core products and incorporate that. If you're on a lean and fit, add that as an enhancer to your program and keep rocking those results. So that's core nutrition. Now what we want to do a little bit here on the call is talk about the product, little bit of product training, staying on your program throughout the summer. I know sometimes we can get busy and maybe we're traveling, we're going over here, we're getting sunny, maybe I don't want to spend time cooking. Well, let me walk through some tips on staying on your program throughout the summer, and not only staying on your program, but rocking your results. So here are a few tips. Number one, eat a protein-based breakfast. And here's the kicker. Within 30 minutes of waking, statistics show that if you get a protein-based breakfast within 30 minutes, you're speeding up your metabolism up to 34% faster, as opposed to if you're eating heavy carbohydrate like cereals, okay? And for instance, this is what I do for breakfast. I take my Rebuild Strength, which is 24 grams of protein. I add my Formula 1 Sport, gives me another 9 grams of protein. That's 33 grams of protein I go within 15 minutes of waking up. And then I add a scoop of Prolesta Duo. So this little guy will help burn calories, curb my appetite, along with that protein number, and I'm feeling great, getting the body started and going in early in the morning, okay? Then, if that's not for you, and this is the shake Amber takes to stay on her program, she does the Formula 1 Sport, and then she puts 2 scoops of the beverage mix. You get 15 grams of protein in the beverage mix for 70 calories, and lean shake. And it gets the protein in there, kickstart the day as well. So that's the beverage mix. Another tip, so tip number 2, is increase water. Generally, drink half your body's weight in water, they'll say. And then here's the kicker. If you're eating out, drink water with your meal, okay? And this was a big transition for me, but I tried it. It works. And not only does it work, I got my bill from when I was doing this, and I'm like, wow, this is all that it costs. I wasn't spending that money on the drinks that came with it. So drink a lot of water. And what I do throughout the day, I add a little hydrate. I add a stick. I drink 2 to 3, even more of these hydrates. You get 460 bioavailable electrolytes in there, so you're getting good electrolytes. Being if you're in the sun, sweating, you replace it with the hydrate. You're feeling great, tastes great. Also, for coaches, it's a great sample product because you're really getting good nutrition for only 15 calories in your water. It also makes it taste better as well. So that's tip number 2. Number 3, eat something every 3 to 4 hours. Keep that metabolism burning throughout the day. And when I mean burning, you're going to feel hungry every 3 to 4 hours. That's when you know that your metabolism is revved. It's going. It's burning through calories. And then my philosophy has always been through my bodybuilding days or my biking days or whatever I'm training for, I'll drink a meal just like I showed you, and then I'll eat something. Could be a yogurt, could be something, maybe a tuna packet, but I'll drink a meal, eat a meal. Then I'll drink a meal again, generally that's lunch, and then I'll eat a snack, and I'll go through that whole process through the day. Eat a meal, drink a meal. Eat a meal, drink a meal. Just lets my body absorb and digest that solid food throughout. As I'm drinking that meal, it makes it absorb quicker. So it just gives that extra time for the food to digest. So that is tip number 3, as well as pre-plan your shakes, pre-plan your day. If you're walking out, maybe pre-make a shake like the breakfast one I just made. I make one of those before I leave the house all the time because I never know if I'm going to be able, my 3 to 4 hour window if I'm around food. So I want to make sure that I have that shake with me, and then I know that I'm going to get that nutrients in that 3 to 4 hour window. Tip number 4, use beverage mix and soup mix as snacks. I talked about the beverage mix for breakfast with the Formula One Sport. It is a great snack, 15 grams of protein for 70 calories. And then if you're needing a bigger protein number, what I like to do is I'll put 2 servings of this, so 4 total scoops. I get 30 grams of protein for 140 calories. Double deal. We always say a good protein snack is 1 gram of protein per 10 calories. So really, this is an excellent, excellent way to get that in. And I may add a fruit or a vegetable to that to give me some good carbs as well. The soup mix, fantastic way to get protein in as well, and it tastes great. 16 grams of protein for only 80 calories. Again, if your protein number is large, add 2 soup mixes together. You're getting 32 grams of protein. Tastes great, amazing. Keep those snacks going. The metabolism is burning as well. The 5th tip I have to stay on your program is use Total Control and tea throughout the day. You saw in the Lean and Fit the Total Control, again, boosts metabolism, curb appetite, keeps that metabolism burning, as well as your herbal concentrate tea. It's very good. Comes in several flavors. Again, if you're caffeine sensitive, just pay attention not to take, I recommend maybe not after 2 o'clock, or you're going to call Jason and not be very happy at night. Okay, so tea and Total Control drink throughout the day to keep the metabolism going and hunger curb. And then finally, my 6th tip to stay on your program. Here's my little magic guy. Snack defense. So if you do have if you have snacking and you want to eat along the day, I take 2 of these. I'll take this with either a PM snack time. I'll take 2 tablets, and then I take 2 tablets before I go to bed. Lets me burn calories as I go to bed. So, and I'm very tired. I sleep great. It's amazing. So those are 6 tips to stay on your program this summer. Makes it fun, makes it exciting. You pre-plan it. You just start building momentum, and your results are gonna rock it. Not only are you gonna stay on your program, you're gonna get great, fantastic results. And I'm really hoping, and I don't use hope very often, that I can look like Reggie one day. So, all right, so let's move on. So ending this portion of the call, how do you heard Callie and Reggie talk about they earned $1,700 last month. Callie earned over $7,000 last month. How do we get paid doing this? And this is kind of the cool thing. If you look at number 1 is getting the best shape of your life. What kind of job description says that? Get in the best shape of your life. Let's rock it. All right. Number 2, teach others to do the same thing, whether it be someone looking for a part-time income or someone's looking for full-time income. Utilize what somebody wants and then plug them in. And how do you do that? You get them in the best shape of their lives. So it really is a fun way to conduct business, help people get in the best shape of their life, and it's a great way to build a foundation of income, if that's your choice. So in closing, here are your options as we leave this portion of the call. If you're on the call and you're brand new and you're a retail client and you're just taking a look, one of your options is to remain that retail client, and we love it, and continue to receive that coaching from your great wellness coach. Number 2 option is maybe you've heard some things here tonight that you want to become a client member. Okay, you're still a client, but here's the benefit of it. You're getting a 25% discount, and you also continue to receive that great coaching from your wellness coach. And then the 3rd option is that you want to become more of a coach member. You want to help people get in the best shape of their life. And you start at that 25% profit, and you begin earning income around what you're currently doing, part-time, full-time. I know Reggie, he's got a full-time position. I know Jenny, she's got a full-time position and went to a training. Now she's looking to help others. And I know Callie, she is more of a full-time member. So those are your 3 options. And I always say, get back with the person that invited you on the call and just say, your 3 options, this is the option that this portion of the call, and really thank everyone for joining in. And really, if this is the last part of the call, the free part of the call, so if you want to sign off, you're more than welcome to, and we appreciate your 20 minutes or so. And the next portion of the call is going to be for the coaches. You're more than welcome to stay on the call and listen to the coaches training, but this will be for the coaches training. So if I have GET team member, Global Expansion team member, Miss Callie, are you still on the line? We'll turn it over to you.
I am, Jason. Thank you.
Awesome. Take it away.
Okay, guys. So as you heard, Reggie talk about, you heard Jason talk about, we just came out of a Learn to Earn weekend in Jacksonville. And Brad Harris was the guest speaker. It was super powerful. You've probably seen some buzz on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter with all the hashtags. So let's just talk about like the power of events, right? Because you hear it all the time in Herbalife. And the cool thing about this was I had a conversation with a team member this weekend who was not going to come. And she actually bought her ticket, the week before. And her whole thought process was, well, I went to the January Learn to Earn in Minnesota. Why would I need to go to Learn to Earn again in Jacksonville? And the cool part about it was seeing her mindset and the shift in her over the weekend. So if we just take a step back, like why events and why the power of events, think about it this way, you guys. Like our society is evolving constantly. So think about even Apple, for example. Like they're constantly evolving. They come out with the iPhone 6 and then 2 months later it's like, right? They come out with the iPhone 6S and who knows what's next. And then they're constantly launching that. And that's where you see people standing in line for, 4 hours to get the new 6S. So Herbalife is really no different in this as is any business. We're constantly evolving. We're constantly improving the systems, the structure, the processes. So that's really the power of attending all of the events is you're getting the updated systems, the updated processes as technology continues to advance and whatnot. So to come back to this team member, we sat out by the pool because we're from Wisconsin, so we don't really get to sit outside for the past 6 months for a while. So we sat out by the pool till like midnight on Saturday night, just talking. And she had said this event truly has changed not only the course of her business, but the course of just how she perceives the world and how she can take the concepts she learned and bring them back to her 3 kids and implement them with her family. So it was very, very powerful to see her shift in that. So that is really one of the really cool things about events. The other thing is we hear in Herbalife all the time, if you truly desire to grow that royalty, desire to have that residual income, that mailbox money, right? So you can maybe go on vacation for a week or 2 weeks and come home and still get paid. Attending every event is the name of the game. So it's a way, if you think about it as your Herbalife education, right? We go to college, you go to med school or get your master's like Jason, you have to put in that time to learn the process and the systems in order to get that paycheck. So it's your Herbalife education, so you're able to leverage your time, you're able to surround yourself with others on the same mission as you, where you can really learn and grow from them. And you get to learn from the top leadership in the company, as well as all the other successful Herbalife members that are utilizing the system and having a lot of success with it in their communities. So with that said, now like going into not only just attending the event, but how do you attend the event and get the most from it? So just like Lisa did, Lisa is the name of the gal that we had the conversation by the pool. So when you go into the event, going in with an intention, you're oftentimes more focused on listening for those certain things and really like observing others or seeking out the answers for others, and which is the coolest part of Herbalife. Everybody's willing to share. So it can have a huge impact on your business. So for example, my intention for the weekend was to really listen for key phrases, key ideas, key philosophies on the duplication aspect of our business, like Reggie talked about earlier, and how to master that teach-to-teach process utilizing the 10 steps. And really by focusing on that, I saw a live demonstration on Sunday. It was with Millionaire team members Chad and Lisa St. Aubin, and really what they've been able to build over the past 6 months and the impact that they've had on their community. And it was that live demonstration, like the visualization of it, I was able to tie together all the nuggets that I received from the other various trainers over the weekend when they trained on the system, and really taught how to walk others through that process to set them up for success. So, moral of the story, when you're clear on your intention, then you're really able to take inspired action that's in alignment with, you know, your words, your truth. You're able to like quickly manifest or attract what you desire because you're putting that energy out. So I've been home from Learn to Earn for, gosh, I don't know, less than 8 hours. And because I've gotten so clear on what my intentions were, I've gotten answers. I've been able to get out 2 more packs into the marketplace, 1 more Lean and Fit. I had 2 button hits, so I know in the beginning I was terrified to wear that button, but I got 2 button hits, which allowed me to utilize the system and send out the 3-day trial details link. And I also have 2 more profiles set up for Wednesday. So you can see by setting that clear intention, had I not done that, I might have not gotten the answers I was seeking. And I might have not been able then to attract what I was able to accomplish today and help more individuals get healthy through the 3-day trial system. So with that said, I am going to bring on the most awesome panel of individuals that were in attendance this weekend who have some really powerful nuggets. So I am first and foremost going to bring on Miss Haley Coughlin.
Can you hear me?
Yes, hon.
Okay, so my name's Haley from Florida, and before I was introduced to Herbalife in 3rd grade, I was always going to the nurse's office, calling my mom, asking her to like pick me up and take me home because I didn't feel good. And after I started taking the products and drinking the shakes every morning and taking my vitamins, I was always really attentive in school, and people were like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you on?" And I was like, "I'm just taking products and feeling great." And so my grades have really reflected how well I can pay attention in school. And recently, actually, I shattered my phone really badly, and I asked my parents if they could buy me a new one, and their answer was obviously no. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I don't have money, and I had no idea what to do. And it was crazy because the answer was like right in front of me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can do Herbalife. And the thing about Herbalife is you don't have a boss, like it's you and yourself. And that was just great to me. And I'm like, I don't have to go in and work X amount of hours for X amount of money. And I was just like super happy about that. And you can do all of that while helping people lose weight, gain energy, muscle. It's just so amazing. So I went to the Learn to Earn, kind of looking to get more into it and to like see all the people I haven't seen in many years. And it was an amazing experience. It was my first big event, and I met so many people. People were coming up to me and they were like, "Hey, Haley," and I was like, "Hey, I don't know you, but hey." It was super awesome. And I came out of Learn to Earn with the intention of starting my business. And I came home and I was like, "Mom, what do I do? Like, how do I like get money, and how do I help people?" And I made a plan to get 20 packs out and 10 lean fits and 2 coaches by Denver Learn to Earn in September. And so with that money, I'm going to get a new phone. It needs help, and get my ticket for Denver. So yeah.
So awesome, Haley. And will you just share with everyone, how old are you, hon?
I'm 15.
15, so cool. And you shared with me earlier, like, your mindset going into the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just share with them kind of what your thought process was when you were going? Because you didn't go into the weekend necessarily with an intention.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind as you were getting to the training on Saturday?
Well, I was kind of just going in to go with my mom and to hang out with my mom because she like loves it. She's always like on fire for Herbalife, and I'm like, "You're crazy." So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go with her, see how it is, what's it like, and it was just like amazing. Like all these people, like the energy was amazing, the music, the clapping, the people, and like they all just like spoke to me and like welcomed me into their Herbalife family, and it was just like I learned how easy it could be to like get money while like helping people feel better and to have the life that I had since I was a little thing. So it was just amazing, like changing me through that, like 2 days. So
So awesome, Haley. Thank you for sharing, hon. And we can't wait to see you in Denver with your new phone.
yeah, thank you.
Okay, so next we have Josh Blair.
How about now? Good?
Good.
All right. Yeah, everybody. So I'm Josh from North Dakota. My story real quick is that 4 years ago, I was basically one of those skinny fat guys, 6'2", 175 pounds, so pretty slender, but had like a little belly and some little man boob sort of thing going on. It was not pretty. So anyway, I was riding a bike trying to get into better shape. And I ran into an Herbalife distributor, and he gave me some samples, and it was the best ride of my life up until that point. I was so energetic. I felt like I could go forever, and I haven't looked back. And so I went on after that point. I have now lost 6% body fat and gained 8% lean muscle, and I'm continuously working on more, trying to get in the best shape of my life, just like everybody else. And so I've been going to these meetings, these Herbalife LTEs and the different LDWs and stuff, the leadership development weekends. And each time I go for an underlying purpose of getting refocused every time, because it's so easy to get sidetracked in our daily operations, get, busy being busy, just doing, maybe the things that aren't essential, but, that make you feel like you're getting something done. But really, I'm not doing the things that I need to be doing, which is just, talking to people, getting out in the marketplace. And so every time I go, I get refocused and I hear new things and I learn new things. And it's always just like revelations, and so it's essential for me to go because otherwise I just get lost. And then this time specifically, I was looking to get more clear on the languaging of like how I approach people and like why it is that everybody else is getting so many facts out and why am I struggling? I'm sure there's a lot of people out there feeling the same way. And so I wanted to, and so many times this weekend, people talk things about that. It's amazing how that happens. Try it. She said, that's the $1 million question. That was one of the things that I was leaving out in my daily operation. We work out of a hub, and so many times I would offer it to somebody in a way like, if you're interested, let me know. But that's just an easy way for somebody to brush it off. Whereas if you ask them a closed-ended question, like, and then it's yes or no, so right away. And maybe if they're on the fence, they might just say yes to try it. And so that was just like boom, like that's what I've been missing this whole time. And so after you, they say yes, then you get your phone number and that's it. And then you just send them the links. You just follow the program, step 1, 2, 3, And so that was huge for me. And let's see what else. So then other takeaways. Oh yeah. So you have to ask. So Brooke talked about that. Nate Fierce talked about it. Chad, my upline mentor, talked about it. It's just like, everybody's doing this. I don't know how I missed that before. So huge. Ask the question. And then third, don't deviate from the system. This is a huge takeaway for me because, oh, man, I so am one of those people that wants to improve things, and feel like, oh, maybe this would be better, and I kind of want to make it my own. And it's just, it's not necessary. And you just get, again, sort of bogged down in all those details rather than doing what you need to be doing. And so just don't deviate. It's been really hard for me to accept that. And I was stuck, and they talked about tribal leadership. I was that person who think, I can do it better, but really it's not about me. It's about everybody else just getting out, getting packs into the marketplace. Just do it. Stop it. That was sort of an inside joke if you weren't there, but yeah. It totally changed my mindset. Oh, and the fact, I also never wore a button. I thought it was kind of cheesy, and it just occurred to me that it is such an easy way I mean, because buttons, nobody wears buttons, you know, it's like you can't ignore a button. You can ignore shirts, you know, everybody's wearing shirts, you know, nobody actually reads the fact that it says, you know, Herbalife Nutrition on my shirt. But when you're wearing a button, people are going to see that and they're going to ask you. And so that's it for me. I'm wearing a button every day of my life now. And
awesome,
let's see. So,
Josh.
thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. So keep it simple, don't deviate, and wear the button.
Right.
That's super. Okay, thank you so much for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, we have Barb Murphy. Oh, Barb, you're on mute, hun.
Hi, everybody. I'm Barb from Green Bay, and I started in Herbalife 5 years ago, and I was that tired, overweight grandmother of 2 at the time, going to bed at 7 p.m., very much a yo-yo dieter. Got started on the product, had so much energy and lost 50 pounds and went from a size 16 to a size 8 and feel amazing. Started out in the business very part-time and now going full-time. So I went into this weekend with an intention of what is it in the process that I need to improve on in the three-day trial process, the 10-5-1-R, and to expand on that a little bit more to get coach members. Like, what am I missing? So I was really focused on really listening to the steps and trying to figure out what in the process that I'm missing totally. And Brad Harris got up and it was the first zing right away. It was like within the first minute, he said, get a product result and that will determine your second number. So when you're looking at 10-5-1, it'll determine the 5, your customers. And you know, we heard about get results, but I never really linked it to the 10-5-1. And people have seen me, my 50 pounds down, but they don't know what I look like before other than a picture. So it was just, that really drilled that into my head is get a new result, girl, because you're gonna have some awesome customers coming. And then he said, the hardest thing to do is the 10 steps. You get really good at 3 of them and then you start skipping some of them and you don't do the 10 steps. And I really sat back and what an awareness, because I was doing the 3-day trials before 10-5-1 came out. And I really was looking at my process when he said that. And it was so apparent that I was falling back onto my old practices. So in listening to the numbers that people were saying on how many 3-day trial packs they were getting out and the success that they were having with them, I was like, okay, girl, you have to get serious about really following these 10 steps. And they're so simple. And tying that into getting a coach member is like really sending out those videos and let the client decide whether they just want to be a client member or a coach member. It's really up to them. I don't really have to make that decision for them. So that was just really, really clear in that message. Then the second part of it was, and I think part of it is my age generation, is I'm fearful of technology. So I'm not a Facebook person at all, and I shy away from it. And then I have my husband who's like sitting here in the back of my head saying, people don't need to know what we're doing. They don't need to know where we are. They don't, you know. So I have this chatter going on, and as Brad would say, stop it. I was listening to a girl on stage, and her name was Brittany, and she has lost 130 pounds on an Herbalife. And I was so excited for her. And she really put it simply. She said, just share your journey. And I am like, oh my God, I can just share my story and incorporate like my life into this. And I don't have to incorporate my client's life. And she said, people will follow you and you'll start getting likes like crazy. And it was like, well, I can talk to people about me. That isn't hard. And then when I was listening to Sandra Smith talk about social media, this is kind of what really wrapped it up for me. It was have a plan. So have an intention or a theme that you're going to post, measure the results and evaluate the results. So what you're posting, if you're not getting a lot of likes, then reevaluate them and change it. Make adjustments as needed. And it just made sense to me that the process is really simple. It's just that I have been creating and putting these things into my head saying, oh my God, it's more than what it really is. And it really isn't. It's just so simple. So going into, or my takeaways from this event is, it's amazing. And sometimes you just need to hear something said a different way, and it really clicks. And I knew going into this that Brad Harris would have an impact on me, but I really didn't think it was going to be so quick into the presentation, but it was awesome. And as a result, I got to meet a lot of people from different states that I have not met before. And I actually was talking to a gal from another state, and we were talking about product results. And so we decided, the two of us, that we have made a commitment to each other that we are going to have some rockin' results by the extravaganza in July. And you are going to see 2 hot mamas in July. So pretty awesome.
So awesome, Barb, and so cool that you guys have like taken each other on as accountability partners. That's awesome. So thank you to our awesome, amazing panel for sharing. And with that said, I am going to turn it back over to Jason Wick to close out the call.
Hi guys, and thank you for being on the call. Panelists, amazing stories, the power of the event. And we want to end this call and just recognize that our next Learn to Earn is going to be in nowhere else but Denver, Colorado, September 9th, 10th, and 11th. And you can actually go on, get registered 247.com right now and get your tickets ordered for that event right now. And you can also be this part of this panel the next time that we have this call. So the next Learn to Earn, excited. Thank you everybody in your time tonight. Appreciate everyone to be on there and make that commitment to take a few minutes, and have a wonderful evening. Have a great week. Good night, everybody.